TAKE2 makes it possible for students to focus on fewer things at one time. And I think that ultimately allows them to be more successful at the couple of things that they're focusing on.
It allows students really to bring things in from other places and follow their interests in a way that we didn't have time and space for before.
TAKE2 is where you take 2 classes for 7 weeks, and then we'll have our break, a fall break or a spring break, and then we'll have another session where you would take 1 to 2, maybe even 3 if necessary, classes.
And those 2 classes could meet twice a week for a couple hours each time, or you could meet every day besides Wednesday for a little over an hour each time, which means that you're being able to meet with your class, your professor, and see the content more.
Before, like with 5 classes, it's like you're trying to study for all 5. So for some classes, you're gonna just put it to the side and be like, I need to focus more on these, and like this one doesn't matter as much. But with TAKE2, you're able to give both those classes the same attention, the same focus.
We don't have class on Wednesdays.
People really take advantage of their Wednesdays to do not only like the homework that they can catch up on, but to do other things that they've maybe had to put aside until classes have cooled down a little bit.
For some students, like our athletes, we have a lot of our sporting games Wednesdays. So those students don't even have to miss classes, going on a bus.
Because of the offerings of classes, they're engaging with the content more and for longer periods of time in one setting, which means that we're able to answer questions, we're able to check in on understanding.
It has also helped me especially carry one material to the next. So if I'm learning something in like econ for 2 classes in the first 7 weeks, and then I'm moving up to the next level for the next 7 weeks, it's still fresh in my mind.
Instead of being buried behind 5 other classes, they're worrying about this and one other thing. And so they can prioritize what's going on in our coursework. And as a result, I've seen increased test scores, better papers, better reading comprehension, better class discussions.
We've had the largest ever Dean's List, which is a 3.6 or higher this year than we have in the past 10 years.
Our seniors actually do a full research project in 7 weeks now. And no one thought that was possible, but all of a sudden they're doing it, and they're doing it well.
And it just makes for an overall richer experience because they're not juggling 5 different schedules and 5 different syllabi, preparing for multiple tests at the same time.
It's not necessarily easier, but it allows you to do more. That's how I'm able to be a tour guide and a tutor and all those other things, is because I went from having to take 6 classes to only having to focus on 2. And I can still put the effort that's needed for those classes, but just having only those 2 classes allows me to branch out and do other things.
I think that TAKE2 is another way that we are allowing them to bring balance to their lives. And I think in that balance, it once again shows how much we are committed to this individualized educational experience for our students.